Good advice. So let's turn back the clock a little bit to The Ultimate Fighter Season 1. Have you got a particular standout memory, perhaps not about the finale, but the house maybe?
Yes. I remember I had this dream that God was yelling at me and banging on something, and it turned out it was just Chris Lieben drunk in my room, knocking my door down. I was like, wow, God, you have red hair.
Did you call that a dream? That sounds like a nightmare.
I enjoy it. What can I say? When you die, you get up there. It's Chris Lieben. Don't say I didn't tell you something.
You participated in the greatest fight of all time.
That's what I keep telling people.
Oh, we all agree. We're listening. We hear you. Did you ever realise quite how big things were going to get after that fight?
You know, the best way to answer that question is to say I started watching fighting in the UFC in '99, and I didn't understand. I would show it to my friends, and I didn't understand why everybody didn't love it. You know, like, dude, these are two dudes fighting. They made it as safe as reasonably possible, but, you know, it's the most pure form of competition. It's fighting. It's awesome, you know. I like that stuff you guys call the football, the soccer. I like other sports too, but to me, they're pale in comparison to fighting. So I was surprised it took you guys so long.
I've got to agree with you there. One last question before we're going to start learning a little bit more about Joanne. Can you offer Joanne any advice? She's going into the tough house pretty soon. What can you advise?
Just get your laundry order straight. Who gets the washer and dryer when? And just go ahead the first day and bite the bullet and just be like, I want plastic, silverware, and paper plates, because nobody's going to wash the dishes ever.
That's a good idea.
Maybe it'd be different with 20 women, but I don't think the dishes are good washed.
That is absolutely invaluable. Thank you for that. So Joanne, congratulations firstly. This is going to make history. Did you have any idea that this was going to happen?
When Dana introduced the strawweight division, I was like, right, fingers crossed and stuff. I was more surprised at the timing about it. So obviously when the timing came, I was like, man, this is really awesome. I'm so grateful for it.
And aside from preparations that you're used to in the gym, this is different, you know, it's the tough house and it's pretty tough. Is there any kind of preparation that you've been doing, because you're going to be away from home and all sorts of things like that, is there anything else that you've been doing to try and get yourself ready for that experience?
Yeah, I train with all guys, so I've been getting them to come to the gym in dresses and bitching and stuff at me, so I'm thinking in the background like, right, this is what it's going to be like, and the guys are pretty good at it. And they're going to kill me for saying that.
That's good to know. Any particular names that you want to give a mention? Who looks particularly fetching in a dress?
Probably, definitely.
I love that. How are you dealing with all this added attention that's coming your way right now?
To be honest, I don't think I'll ever get used to it. I don't really like the attention. I prefer like the fighting and the kind of glory that comes along with it, not really the attention. But I'm so grateful to be here, and like, if it wasn't for the attention, the media and the fans, then I would be able to do like this as a job. So I'm really grateful and thanks to everyone.
Absolutely, and just want to get your take on something. You're the master of the 8 weapons, if you like. What do you think of Ronda Rousey's knee at 170 the other week?
Very impressive. I love how that she's, you know, involved like as a mixed martial artist as well. Like she just didn't go in there and do an alarm bar, which is also awesome. But like she's getting better all round, so it's good to see.
Good stuff. Thank you, Joanne.
Thank you.
Mr. Ross Pearson, we're all gutted for Ross. Let's give him a round of applause first and foremost. You're going to miss out on that rematch with Gillard, which we all wanted to see. But more concerns over your health. How's that knee coming on?
Yeah, it's coming along good. I'm 3 weeks post surgery now, and yeah, I'm moving around better than what I was before. The surgeon definitely did a good job. My physio, everyone's looking after us, and I just can't get back soon enough.
I don't want to dwell on the stuff too much, but you had some really good momentum over the last 6 months, and it's a cruel blow. So, what kind of reflections have you got over the last half a year, and how are you taking the positives from that?
Well, the momentum has not stopped really, you know. Everyone feels somehow that like I lost the last fight. I didn't. There was no way that I wanted that fight to be stopped. An illegal knee landed, I got cut by it, and yeah, the fight got stopped. I didn't want that to happen. I wanted this fight especially to go ahead so we could put it right, you know. I had a few days of just dwelling over it, beating myself up about it, but I kind of just look at it as a blessing in disguise. I got my leg fixed, I'm coming back healthier, I'm more motivated than ever, and just watching the guys improving and fighting and not being involved just gives you a kick up the backside to just say, let's get back in the gym, let's get back on the horse and grind away.
So what's the prize? You've got to have your eyes on the prize right now. What's the next prize for you? What are you looking forward to?
Well, it's definitely just small goals at a time. Definitely just next goal is getting fit and getting healthy. Next step after that's getting into a training camp. The next step after that's fighting. And win that next fight, keep the momentum going. And, you know, I said 2014 was going to be my year, and I'm still going to make it my year. You know, there's a few months left in this year. The first few have been a little bit shitty, but I'm definitely going to make it a lot better.
Good stuff. On to more positive things. Now you've been, you're the guy from the northeast, if you like. Davey Grant, big prospects. What kind of predictions have you got there for the weekend?
Yeah, I've been training with Davey since he went in the Ultimate Fighter House. And I've got to say he's one of the most improved guys that I've ever trained with in such a short space of time. I think the Ultimate Fighter and his experience going over to Las Vegas, unfortunately losing, has made him a 10 times better fighter. I think this next fight is going to show that he can actually belongs in the UFC. He can go out there and perform in front of a crowd, and I think he's going to go out there and put on a hell of a fight.
And what you got for the co-main, Johnson-Gillard?
Yeah, I want Melvin to win, you know. I want Melvin to win big. It just means when I fight Melvin next, it's an even bigger fight. So yeah, I'm rooting for Melvin. I think his experience and his unpredictability is going to be a little bit too much. Yeah, and they both look good. Johnson's coming in with a lot of steam behind him, you know. So I just feel that Melvin is going to take him out, maybe late second round. I think Johnson can move with him in the first round. I think Melvin will catch him in the second.
You heard it here first. Get on in the second.